morning all of you. Once again I am here with the rest topics of first chapter of your science book. Please open first chapter of your science book. In last class we have discussed about autotrophs and heterotrophs. We have already read that how the food chain runs regularly. Now come to the next topic, photosynthesis. You already know that what is photosynthesis. The process by which green plants make their own food with help of carbon dioxide which they take from atmosphere, water which their roots suck from soil, sunlight and chlorophyll which is already present in their leaves is called photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, they release oxygen to the atmosphere. So, children, it's time to know in details that how photosynthesis is done in plants. So now concentrate in your book. Open page number 2. See photosynthesis. Green plants are autotrophic and synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis. The green plants make their food from simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. The plants use the energy in sunlight to prepare food in the presence of a green coloring matter called chlorophyll present in the leaves of the green plant. We can now define photosynthesis as follows. The process by which green plants make their own food like glucose from carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight energy in the presence of chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis can be represented by a word equation as follows. Carbon dioxide from air, water from soil which their roots suck from the soil, and sunlight. Actually they use solar energy which the chlorophyll present in leaves trap from the sun, and as a result glucose, a carbohydrate which is the food of plant, is formed and a gas oxygen is released. Chlorophyll is present in green leaves. So the process of photosynthesis takes place in leaves of the plant because chlorophyll can trap the solar energy. Oxygen gas is produced during the photosynthesis. This oxygen goes into the air. The oxygen gas released in photosynthesis is utilized by all living organisms for their survival because all living beings breathe oxygen. The process of photosynthesis can be shown with the help of this diagram. Just see the diagram. Here the roots in the soil, they suck water from the soil. From air they get carbon dioxide. From sunlight the chlorophyll traps the solar energy, and as a result glucose is formed which remains in leaves and other parts of the plants, and oxygen gas evolved which is released in atmosphere. The process of photosynthesis first produces a simple carbohydrate called glucose as food. The glucose carbohydrate then gets converted into a complex carbohydrate. The glucose is a carbohydrate which is converted into a complex carbohydrate called starch. This starch gets stored in food in the various parts of plant including the leaves, which I have told here. In fact, the presence of a starch in the leaves shows the occurrence of photosynthesis in a plant. Some of the glucose is also converted into other types of plant food such as fats and oils, proteins as well as vitamins. The synthesis of food or of making of food. The synthesis means making. The synthesis of food occurs in the leaves of a plant or tree. So leaves are the food factory of a plant. So the leaves are also called the kitchen of the plant. The leaves of a plant can synthesize food because they contain a green pigment called chlorophyll, which is necessary for making food because they are only able to trap solar energy. Other parts of the plant usually cannot synthesize food because they do not contain chlorophyll. But sometimes in desert plants, their stems contain chlorophyll, so the stems take part in photosynthesis, which we will discuss later. Conditions necessary for photosynthesis. What are the conditions necessary for photosynthesis? Which all things that are used in photosynthesis are the conditions, because among these conditions when only one item is left, the photosynthesis cannot take place. First, carbon dioxide, second, water, third, chlorophyll, and fourth, sunlight. The word photosynthesis means, photo means light and synthesis means to make. So the photosynthesis takes place only in sunlight, not in dark. Now we will discuss how the plants take these four items for photosynthesis. How the plant obtain carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. The plants take carbon dioxide gas needed for photosynthesis from the air. Plants take carbon dioxide gas from the air through tiny pores present in the backside of leaves, which is called stomata. Actually, there are a large number of these tiny pores called stomata on the surface of leaves of plants. Each pore of stomata is surrounded by a pair of guard cells. Now see the figure. This is stomata, open stomata. Here chloroplast. The surface of leaf. This is the surface of leaf. These are the guard cells, and these pores are called stomatal pores. Here it shows open stomata. When the guard cells open their mouth, the stomata opens, and when the guard cells close the mouth, the stomata is closed. Here it shows open stomata and here closed stomata. The guard cells are responsible for opening and closing of stomata. The opening and closing of stomata, stomatal pores in the leaves, is controlled by the guard cells. The stomatal pores present in their surface and utilized in photosynthesis. The oxygen gas produced in the leaves during photosynthesis goes out into air through the same stomata. The carbon dioxide is received through the stomata and the oxygen goes out through the stomatal pores. The stomatal pores of leaves open only when carbon dioxide is to be taken in or the oxygen is to be released. Otherwise, they remain closed. Now, second, water. How the plants obtain water. As we already know that the plants obtain water from the soil. Their roots suck water from the soil and the minerals dissolve in water present in soil and get transported by the small vessel-like structure called xylem. Xylem is a vessel which is present in plants which carry out liquids from roots to other parts of the plant and from other part of plant to root. It is the carrier of liquids. The role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. What is the role of chlorophyll in synthesis? Chlorophyll is already present in leaves, but what is the role of chlorophyll? The chlorophyll traps the solar energy and help in photosynthesis. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy from the sun and supplies this energy to the leaves to enable them to carry out photosynthesis for making food. Since the combination of carbon dioxide and water to make food occurs in the presence of sunlight, the process is called photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesize means to combine or to make. Chlorophyll is present in every leaf of a plant in the form of hundreds of tiny structures called chloroplasts. Just see the internal structure of leaf to show chlorophyll in it. Just these all are cells. The air space here, the stomata. You can see the stomata here. The guard cells means the opening of closing of stomata is controlled by the guard cells, and these teeny dot like structures are chlorophylls, which remains as chloroplast in the leaf. Now the fourth one is sunlight. What is the role of sunlight in photosynthesis? The sunlight performs the main role in photosynthesis. The sunlight supplies energy for the food making process called photosynthesis. The sun's energy is captured by plant leaf with the help of chlorophyll and converted into chemical energy of food. Thus, solar energy is converted into chemical energy during the process of photosynthesis. The solar energy is converted into chemical energy as glucose, as starch. The chemical energy gets stored in the form of plant food. That glucose or starch is stored in the plant as a food. So, when plants utilize the food made by photosynthesis, they actually use the solar energy stored in it in the form of chemical energy. Since all the food on the earth is made by utilizing solar energy, therefore sun is the ultimate source of all the living organisms. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms. That's all for today. Now you will revise the chapter, the topics again and again, and in next class I will come with some other topics of this chapter. In this chapter there is a activity. In this chapter there is an activity to test the presence of starch in leaves. But here, due to lockdown, we can't perform this activity because we can't go to lab. But once the school will reopen, I will show you the activity in our school lab. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. We will come in next class with next topics.